lovely and darling viewers, it's Jen here at Check Her Joy, and this time I'm reviewing Holidays on Ice by David Sedaris. This is a collection of short stories and essays that are holiday themed. Most of them are Christmas/winter-y stuff. One is an Easter story though, and two are definitely more Halloween. And they're really kind of all over the place, and none of them particularly feel very Christmassy. Honestly. The first story, the Santaland Diaries, is really amazing, but then the rest of them after it were meh to gross and disgusting. So this is definitely not my kind of read. It's very dark, very gruesome, very detailed. It's cynical. It's definitely adult. One of the Halloween stories, The Monster Mash, has depictions of dead bodies and parts just like sitting there and all the disgusting ways people can die, and that's just totally not my thing at all. Period. And definitely didn't feel like it should be in a holiday book. Yeah, creepy, dark, sarcastic, sadistic, and cynical is how I would describe this. Like I said, the first story, Santaland Diaries, is really good, but as I got further into the book, the less I enjoyed these, and part of it might be the fact that I was reading so many of them that by the time I got to the last couple, I was just already just like completely done. This is not my thing. I ended up giving it 2.5 stars and rounding it down on Goodreads, because when I put it at 3 stars, I'm like, that doesn't seem right for how I actually feel about this book at all. So the first story, Santaland Diaries, follows our narrator. Pretty sure it's actually David Sedaris, as he's an elf at Macy's at Christmas time, and really explores all the different holiday traditions we have and how parents act and children act and how the Santas act, how the different elves think about Christmas, and really his own experiences being an elf. It's insightful, it's festive, it's funny, it's hilarious in its absurdity, which is really what I was hoping the rest of the short story collection was going to be, and it wasn't. The one after that is like the Christmas newsletter, filling everybody in. It has a dark twist, but on the whole, I feel like that one was pretty good too. But by the time we get to the end, by the time we get to the last few, Us and Them is about Halloween, and the Monster Mash is also Halloween. I was just completely done with these. The ones that are Christmassy around them were also not as good towards the end, so it really is a mixed bag. And I think on the whole that they really explore human nature and how we celebrate Christmas and how selfish we can be and how self-centered, and even how we can pay lip service to Christmas but not really feel it and be joyful and outgoing and giving for the sake of the betterment of humankind. Like, we're giving because we want something in return, or we're giving because it makes us feel better. Yeah, this is definitely a very cynical take on Christmas, and it didn't feel very Christmassy. Reading it the week before Christmas was probably a mistake. This was probably would have been better if I had read it like early November, when I'm like transitioning from Halloween into Christmas, rather than right before Christmas, because I feel like it just killed any holiday spirit I had. This was definitely not doing me any favors. It is really short though. It's only 165 pages, which is one of the reasons why I just went ahead and finished it, even though I was not enjoying it. So this is definitely not my thing. I'm definitely not going to go rush out and pick up any other David Sedaris books. Like, I knew going into these were going to be a little bit weird and a little bit dark and a little bit maybe cynical, but I didn't think they were going to be this bad. If you do want the breakdown of what I thought of each individual story, and me going through them, I did post my notes on Goodreads, so I'll link that in the description below if you want to check out that review. Done with this book. I just want to be done with this review so I can completely put this book behind me. Like, I had gotten the book out of the library and I finished it while I was at work, and I just returned it to the library without taking it home again, because I was just like, I don't want this in my sight anymore. I don't want this on my guard. I don't want to see it again. I'm done. just over this book. So Yeah. The first story is Santa Land Diaries is probably like 4 stars. And if I were only rating this on that one book, it would be way higher, but yeah. If I were rating it solely on Monster Mash, this book would have half a star. It would have 0 stars. Goodreads won't let you do 0 stars, but it would be 0 stars. Yeah. So, peace out. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. Bye.